I am Henry Price. I'm the Senior Manager of Training and Curriculum at Princeton Review and Tutor.com. Personalized learning plans are at the core of the high-dosage experience. We are going to be working with our district partners to combine students into groups with similar needs. So if students have a particular identified deficiency because of a test that they struggled with, or because of the classroom teacher's observation, they might be able to group them together in a group of up to 4 so that we can work with them and target that exact need. We want to make sure they achieve success across the board, so we won't simply focus on their most immediate areas of need. Once we cover that, we will be able to also cover whatever it is that they additionally also need. I think it's important to note that in some cases with an algebra student, there may be a prerequisite knowledge gap of some kind, and the classroom teacher may have been able to identify that, but it's actually not an Algebra 1 curriculum point that student has the deficiency in. It may be something from a prior course, something from middle school. And so once that's identified, our tutor can get in there and say, let's scaffold all the way back. Let's cover the things that we know you need before you even get to the stuff you're struggling with now, and make sure that you get that. And that should open up opportunities for the regular algebra class that they're taking to be far more effective. Our curriculum is designed to support any standards that we may be asked to support. So it could be Common Core, it could be state specific, it could be district's own goals. Whatever those goals are, our primary objective when we begin a partnership is to decide what those are, find out from the district what standards that they would like us to support, and then our team will take a look at our algebra materials and the standards that we're supporting and identify specifically which learning units in our materials support which standards. Once that's done, you'll be able to see in a report when a unit has covered a standard, when a standard has been mastered, that will be reported out. And the tutor doesn't even have to necessarily identify that on the fly, because our system will be programmed to do it. Our system will know ahead of time that units A, B, and C, or whatever it might happen to be, are in support of standard 4. And then once standard 4 has been completed by the combination that was customized for that program, the district will be alerted that those students have mastered that standard. So it's really important that we do that ahead of time, that we get that information from districts and schools, and have a little bit of time to make sure that we can build those reports effectively. Once we do, you should be able to see as you go exactly what the students are covering. Let us know if you'd like us to course correct at any point and cover something that we hadn't previously talked about, but we will all be armed with the right information to do that. Now, this is the part I'm personally excited about, because I am both a Princeton Review veteran and a current Tutor.com instructional person, so I'm very excited about the marriage between those two things. This is actually the ideal mix of Princeton Review and Tutor.com. Princeton Review is bringing to the table Algebra 1 curriculum and a long history of building partnerships with districts with daytime interventions. Tutor.com is bringing to the table a classroom, a platform, and a pool of tutors who know how to work with students. This is going to be absolutely ideal, in my opinion. The course will be designed in such a way that the tutor knows going into each session what roughly needs to be covered. And I say roughly because it's important that the tutor does have the flexibility to identify gaps, scaffold backwards, use additional materials that they may not have known ahead of time the students would be struggling with, and go back and say, hey, guess what? Turns out we need to go back and cover this in order to make sure you have the prereqs down. Once that's done, get right back on track with the curriculum that's been assigned. So in some cases, the district will be able to tell us exactly what they would like us to cover, class to class, in alignment with the standards. We know exactly what their algebra course is doing that week, and we will do exactly the same thing. In other cases, we may be intervening with students who either aren't currently in an algebra class or need something different, like whatever they're covering in algebra, they're not quite ready for, and they need us to go back and do some of the prerequisite knowledge piece in order to get them caught up. In either case, we will be working closely with the school to make sure that we cover that. And again, Princeton Review's got the curriculum, Tutor.com's got the platform and the personnel, and it's going to be the, in my opinion, absolutely ideal combination.